What if I told you there are places on Earth you'll almost certainly never set foot in? Places so shrouded in secrecy that satellite images, declassified documents, and a few whispered stories barely scratch the surface. In this video, we dive into 5 of the world's most restricted locations and uncover what makes their doors so determinately closed. Welcome to Brainery. In today's video, we explore the secrets of the planet's most hidden places. Our journey begins at the edge of the Arctic Circle, more than 1,300 kilometers north of mainland Norway. Picture a concrete tunnel carved into the side of a glacier, its entrance framed by permafrost and snowdrifts. Beyond a heavy steel door lies the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, a refrigerated archive holding over 1 million packets of seeds, safeguarded at -18 degrees Celsius. This doomsday vault stores duplicates of seed collections from almost every country, a backup against war, plague, or climate disaster. Access is granted only twice a year, when scientists and diplomats deliver fresh seed samples or retrieve genetic material for research. In 2017, researchers from war-torn Syria made the first withdrawal, 30 varieties of wheat and barley that had been lost in Aleppo. They traveled to this frozen bunker to restart breeding programs in Morocco, a dramatic reminder that even a war zone depends on this icy repository. Yet, despite its global importance, the vault's catalog is fully public, and any qualified institution may apply for access. Still, you and I will never walk those sterile corridors, because a single misstep could introduce contamination. The Seed Vault stands at our list's low end of secrecy. Visible on maps, its mission transparent, yet its everyday operations remain off-limits to the uninvited. Next, we cross the Atlantic to the rolling hills of Kentucky in the United States. Tucked behind a perimeter of fences, cameras, and military patrols is Fort Knox, the U.S. Bullion Depository. Since 1937, this granite and steel fortress has housed roughly 4,580 metric tons of gold bars, valued in the tens of billions of dollars. Its outer walls rise 4 feet thick, capped by 22-ton blast doors that swing shut like the gate of a medieval castle. Only 2 U.S. Treasury secretaries have ever viewed the hoard with their own eyes, and cameras were allowed inside for a mere 9 minutes during a 1974 audit. Since then, no official has entered with a film crew. Conspiracy theories abound. Did the government quietly sell off gold to finance wars or bailouts? The Treasury insists every bar is periodically weighed, drilled, and tested, behind locked doors, away from public scrutiny. Security here is more than a legend. Armored personnel carriers patrol the grounds, motion detectors watch the skies, and a full army base stands guard next door. Fort Knox's mission is simple: protect the nation's glittering glory. And while its exterior is open to occasional drive-by tours, the vault itself remains a modern-day Excalibur's sheath, seen but never touched by curious civilians. From Kentucky's vault we head southwest, across the Pacific and into central Australia. Here, among red sand and scrub, sit a row of giant white domes, the radomes of Pine Gap. This joint U.S. Australian facility intercepts signals from spy satellites, tracks missile launches, and relays critical data for unmanned drone operations overseas. Officially, Pine Gap monitors foreign missile tests, but budget documents reveal it handles a much broader array of intelligence tasks. The site covers more than 1,000 hectares, ringed by security fencing and patrolled by federal officers. Staff commute daily on black bus convoys, their vehicle windows tinted to prevent any glimpse of the installations. Mobile phones and personal cameras are strictly prohibited beyond the checkpoint, and local journalists who stray too close receive a firm escort back to town. For the indigenous Arrernte people, this land, known as Mandurah, holds sacred significance, yet any protests are met with heavy surveillance. Despite its openness on maps, Pine Gap's true operations are buried in classified files. Its secrecy rating soars because its coordinates are public, but the intelligence flowing through those buried cables remains among the world's most closely guarded. Next on our list is a place entwined with UFO lore and cutting-edge aerospace testing, Area 51. 75 miles northwest of Las Vegas, a dry lake bed hides a runway over 2 miles long. From the 1950s onward, aircraft like the U-2 spy plane, the SR-71 Blackbird, and early stealth fighters first took flight here. The U.S. government only acknowledged Area 51's existence in 2013. Until then, references to the site were scrubbed from official maps and documents. Today, armed guards, nicknamed camouflage guys or camo dudes, patrol the perimeter, backed by warning signs that cite use of deadly force. Each morning, unmarked jets codenamed Janet fly employees from Las Vegas on secret schedules, their passengers remaining anonymous even to airport customers. Tourists gather on nearby highways, hoping for a glimpse of alien technology, but those fences hold firm. Rumors persist: reverse-engineered spacecraft, experimental energy weapons, and clandestine meetings with extraterrestrials. While many claims remain unverified, the government's legacy of top-secret aircraft tests ensures the secrecy level remains sky-high, visible from space but hidden in plain sight. Finally, we travel to the Hermit Kingdom of North Korea, to an office so secret that its very existence is never publicly acknowledged. Defectors refer to it as Room 39, a floor within the ruling Workers' Party building in Pyongyang. Intelligence agencies believe Room 39 masterminds the regime's foreign currency operations, using everything from joint ventures to cyber theft to amass hard cash. Satellite imagery shows a nondescript Soviet-era tower overlooking the Taedong River, but no diplomat or journalist has ever been allowed inside. Estimates vary, but analysts place annual revenue from these murky activities between $1 and $3 billion US. That money funds missile programs, imports of luxury cars, and perks for the elite, far from the prying eyes of international monitors. What unites these 5 locations? Each protects something vital: our future food, national treasure, strategic intelligence, technological edge, or political power. Their layers of security range from reinforced concrete and frozen permafrost to armed guards and absolute political denial. In a world where Google Earth and open-source intelligence expose almost every corner of our planet, these places remind us that secrecy still thrives, often by design, sometimes by necessity. Now it's your turn. Which of these hidden sites fascinated you the most, and why? Or do you know of another off-limits location we should explore? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and spark the next conversation. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like the video, share it with someone who loves curious stories, and subscribe to Brainery for more brain bites that illuminate extraordinary corners of our world. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the unseen.